Hey folks, you are most welcome to the channel, and once again we have an amazing guest who is going to share the amazing insights and the real profits and benefits of reading the books. And he has also delivered three TEDx talks and one Joe's talks, and he has been known as a booklet guy. Here is your amazing guest, Amrut Deshmukh. So, sir, you are most welcome on the show.
Hey, thank you, Abhinandan. Glad to see the young boys and girls, getting inspired through my work, and that keeps me going. And I really like the phrase you used, "profits of reading." I never used this phrase, "profits of reading." So I'm going to steal this idea from you, if you
Right.
allow. Yeah.
So yeah, sure. Please do that because everything is yours now. So actually, the audience is super excited. As we already know, we have watched a couple of your TEDx talks, and we have been through your Joe's talks as well. We know what have you been doing, but in short, the audience is super excited to know it from you how it all began.
Hmm. Uh, I think somewhere there was a great shift in my mindset. The initial three startups which failed miserably in my career were around money, wealth, profits, selfish interest, my bank balance, my happiness, my goals. And then after reading almost 400 biographies of great world leaders who we believe have created an impact to this world, Mahatma Gandhi, Swami Vivekanand, Dr. Kalam, Martin Luther King Jr., John F. Kennedy, Napoleon. Napoleon Hill is not a social activist but a writer. Uh, Swami Vivekanand, Mother Teresa, and there was a paradigm shift in my mindset from what's in it for me to what can I give, and the kind of questions I started asking myself. There was a great change in it. Uh, that instead of following the traditional career psychology, which says that first I will accumulate a lot of wealth for myself, yeah, do great in my career, and then later on I'll give it back to the society. I'll start making a social contribution, contribute to social causes, right? I decided to turn this idea on its head by asking myself, how can I majorly contribute to my society, which will also take care of my household expenses? I think that was the game changer. I'm not, I don't say that I'm going to sacrifice luxuries or sacrifice organic food, खाना कम खाऊंगा, you know, दो लाइट की जगह एक लाइट यूज करूंगा. No, I think this line was very rare. And if you ask me to summarize all those biographies of world leaders in one line, it's that how can I make a significant contribution to my society, which will also take care of my bread and butter. Yeah.
Right.
And I think that was the seed, of a social entrepreneurship. Yeah, which the term later on evolved as I started working on it. I didn't know it that time. And I think then whether it would be book summaries or toilet papers did not matter. Yeah, so don't think that because I'm into the world of reading and books, so automatically I got this higher purpose. No, regardless of what you do, what you deliver, what you offer to this world has nothing to do with social entrepreneurship. It's about, if Swiggy was my idea, it would have been different today. Now Swiggy targets craving. I would have appealed to hunger. Right? उसको भी मैंने social entrepreneurship पे लेके आता मैं कैसे. For example, I'm just thinking loud and trying to give you a taste of social entrepreneurship, which is a mindset and not a strategy. How about Abhinandan is throwing a party at his house. 10 of his friends have gathered in his house. They order 4 family-sized pizzas from Swiggy, and the delivery boy comes. But now that it's my Swiggy, for example, I have hired all the orphans who have lost their parents in COVID. but they are the delivery boys to you, boys and girls. And if you share one piece of pizza with him, with the delivery boy, you get a 10% discount in the next order. Now, suddenly, Swiggy is not in the crowd of Zomato's or app delivery, food delivery app, right? Similarly, I am not known as an app developer. I'm never compared with Olas and Ubers or even other reading apps. Why? Not because I make better book summaries. That I admit there must be 10 Indian reading apps which might be having better content than me, which make better summaries than me. Then why Abhinandan chose Booklet Guy for this interview? Yeah, that's
Right.
because my why is very strong. We don't stand for the products and services, we stand for the higher purpose. I stand for reading habit, not for booklet app. Yeah.
Right.
So I think
That's
this is the message I want to give to people like you, young people like you. Yeah.
awesome. That's really super powerful. And just for information over, do you really want Swiggy to take this idea to use it?
Yeah, please let them watch our video once it's
Right.
out on YouTube. If they took
Perfect.
note of it, I'll congratulate you and myself. Yeah,
Awesome,
certainly.
awesome. So yeah, it's free to use. Swiggy can use it, and any of the platform can use it. So moving forward to the next question over here, your journey has been really amazing. You took your life on the risk. I really would say, because when people say entrepreneur, that means people do include the word risk. So as you mentioned, you started your journey, you left your job. At that point of time, you started reading, you started inspiring people, right? So you also talked about the delayed gratification, right? Delayed gratification. So in the world of instant gratification, how one can take that kind of risk? What is the mindset?
See, you are never 100% prepared to take a risk. Never. ऐसा आइडियल सिचुएशन कभी नहीं आने वाला है. The craziest thing I did. So typically, all the so-called intelligent people say that first, create a small market, have a prototype product ready with you, then you think of leaving your job. या फिर weekends पे काम शुरू करो, weekdays में hold this day job. Once you are comfortable, the idea is tested, validation होगा, then you think of putting down your papers. I did not do that. When nothing was on my mind, no startup idea, nothing, I quit my job. See, if you say that I have a plan B, then you admit that I'm going to fail in plan A,
That's true.
right?
That's true.
वो options ही नहीं रखने. If we have options, we don't give 100%. अगर मुझे पता है कि अभी मैं पानी में मुझे फेंक दिया है, I don't know how to swim, मैं हाथ पैर हिलाऊंगा. जब जान पे आती है ना, we give 110%. That famous story where the lion is chasing a deer. Yeah. The lion is chasing for his food, the deer is running for his life. That's it. We have to become that deer and not the lion, right? Where there is no option. जब जिंदगी और मौत का ऑप्शन आता है ना, that is the best option. And obviously we'll choose zindagi over मौत. So I think uh, you can't give rational reasons, have a list of pros and cons, SWOT analysis. ये सब करोगे तो कभी रिस्क नहीं लोगे आप. You will always wait for that someday disease that many people suffer from. What is the place in this world where you find the best ideas, best of the best ideas? Can you guess? It's the graveyard, Shamshan Bhumi. Where they
Just
all had these great $1 million ideas in their heads, which they never work upon. Yeah, they waited for the right day, for the right people, for the right situation, and then they died. They died unexecuted. And graveyard is the best place to have the greatest ideas in the world, unfortunately. So you ask all the people, the successful people in their world, the people who are bedridden and breathing their last, and ask them, what is your biggest regret of your life? Nobody will say, I wish I had spent more time in office. Nobody will say that I wish I had not taken that action. ऐसा कोई नहीं बोलेगा. Nobody regrets about the failed actions. Everybody regrets of failing in taking action. Are you getting my point, Abhinandan?
I just got it. I
वो
just got
regret,
it.
yeah, the regrets of not taking action. कि अरे मुझे वो ना फुटबॉल का क्लास लगाना चाहिए था. आई वाज अ पैशनेट फुटबॉलर, पर ना वो मॉम डैड के प्रेशर में मैंने नहीं किया. अरे वो स्टार्टअप आइडिया अच्छा था यार, मैंने उस वक्त क्यों नहीं किया, और 4 साल के बाद किसी ने उठा लिया वो आइडिया, एंड नाउ ही इज द यूनिकॉर्न. होता है ना ऐसा. कि यार
Right, right,
आई लव कथक डांस. आई वाज अ पैशनेट कथक डांसर. और 10th के बाद वो ना 10th में वो छोड़ दिया, वो छूट ही गया. बाद में मैं नेवर रिविजिटेड इट. सो दीज आर द रिग्रेट्स ऑफ ऑल द पीपल. अभी आप इसको
right.
रिस्क बोलोगे, क्या बोलोगे, आई डोंट नो. आई मीन,
I,
you know,
I I
as
would
I said,
say
you are
I would say it's
you're
it's
never.
just a vision. It's just a vision, you know. Having 15 lakh people, I won't say only on your application, but they are not on your application. They are into your vision. They are aligned with your vision,
Yeah,
right? The
you
vision
said
that
it
you
so
had,
well. Yeah,
right? So
correct.
that's what I really mean. Like the only purpose of starting this podcast, this show, is to reach to those people. I see a lot of people are doing that, but I still see that it's a lack of podcasts to inspire people. So that's why I bring in more people, inspire more people, and that's what my job is. Every day my goes into this, right? My day in day
Wow.
out goes into the podcasting, reaching out to the guests, bringing them on the show, right? So
Wow.
that's how the journey is. That's how the journey is. As I was just going through your videos, I really felt so connected, so well connected with your story, right? You talked about the delayed gratification. You talked about taking that risk. It was like, man, I got to have this person on the show and talk about the real things, right? Because you have the better experience of making the things happen, right? So, okay, I really would like to ask this question, since we are talking about giving more people, right? So, you give the stuff for really free. How it has really been that people, uh, you also mentioned that people didn't pay value to it, people didn't pay attention to it. How did you make that happen that people started paying attention to it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm quite surprised that we take free stuffs as something new, something unusual, whereas we have so many valuable stuff around us which we use it for free. The typical question that people ask me is, why are you giving for free? People don't value free stuff. Yeah. So do you use google.com? I think we all go to google.com, to that silly search bar, at least 4 times a day. Do we value it? Of course, yes. Is it free to us? Yes. Gmail, do we value it? Yes. Is it free to us? Yes. So I think I took inspiration from these people. That free, तुम्हारे लिए फ्री है मतलब जरूरी नहीं है कि उसका कोई रेवेन्यू स्ट्रीम नहीं हो. ऑफ कोर्स वी हैव टू कवर द कॉस्ट. ये अलग बात है कि बीइंग अ सोशल एंटरप्रेन्योर द ऑब्जेक्टिव वाज नॉट टू मैक्सिमाइज प्रॉफिट्स, but of course to cover the costs. There are costs. Booklet app, there are 40 lakh people using it. So there is a huge server cost, cloud server rent, and app development, technology fees, salary. So covering the cost is always an easy task. Maximizing profits is a never ending game. It's never enough. See,
Right.
अभिनंदन, महीने का 1 लाख कमाना जितना मुश्किल है ना, उतना ही महीने का 25-30 हजार कमाना इजी है. Of course, for educated people like you and me, I'm saying not for everybody, right? तो अगर if I've learned to keep my wants limited, I'm living a very frugal, thrifty life where I've understood the difference between life and lifestyle. When you say you're giving it for free, you're indirectly worried about my bread and butter. कि मेरे पेट का क्या, right? That's what
Right.
yeah, your heart is asking. So what is life? When you say Amrut, what do you do for a living then? If you're giving everything for free, living मतलब life. और life के लिए क्या चाहिए? Good food, a shelter, एक बाइक, एक टू व्हीलर, एक फोर व्हीलर, या आई एम टॉकिंग अ लाइफ ऑफ कंफर्ट। हाँ, वो भी मैं कुछ ऐसा सैक्रिफाइसेस की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ। यस, देयर आर सम थिंग्स which I happily do. I don't have a bed in my bedroom. I sleep on the floor because that's what my doctor has recommended. That if I sleep on the hard floor, it's good for my bones and my back. Uh, so being frugal doesn't mean being miser. Huh? The mic that I'm using is the best mic in the world, which is used by A.R. Rahman in his playback singing studios. And you can make out the quality of the audio by listening to me. Blue Yeti is by far the best microphone. So I did not compromise here, right? I could have bought a 1,500 rupee ka mic, but this is worth 15,000 rupees. That's what I'm saying. The difference between being frugal and being miser. Coming to lifestyle. So actually, in the name of life, most of the people are bothered about lifestyle. And when you bother about lifestyle, महीने का 10 लाख भी कम पड़ जाएगा. Then you want Netflix, yeah, yeah. When you get a promotion or increment, suddenly destinations like Mahabaleshwar and Mathiran become cheap. You can't upload those photos now on Instagram of Mahabaleshwar. You have to go to Mauritius and Switzerland to keep up with your colleagues' photos on Instagram. Yeah. Then वो अचानक से गाड़ी छोटी लगने लगती है. Wagoner sounds so cheap. You want Honda City and no, then BMWs and whatnot. Yeah. अचानक से घर का फ्रिज, सिंगल डोर फ्रिज में खाना ठंडा ही नहीं होता है. You need double door fridge just because your neighbors have bought a double door fridge. TV बड़ा होना चाहिए. Now this is lifestyle. We all know these are not necessities. Fridge is a necessity. Double door fridge is not. Right? I'm just giving you different examples so that you can relate it. It may not be the same ones for you, but these are the ones for me. And I think if you understand what life is, you come to know how much is enough.
Right.
Luckily, at a very young age, I have understood how much is enough. And that will help you to become financially free. Financial freedom doesn't mean millions of dollars in your bank account. Okay. We focus on how much money we make. What about how much money we keep? And how much money you keep is directly proportionate to how much money you spend. Your spending habits. Yeah. Go to a restaurant. There are two tables. Both the tables are different. There are two groups of friends enjoying, partying. Both are having more or less the same food. But add one thing on table number two, and that's alcohol, and compare the bill amounts. The table number two bill will be at least three times more than the bill of table number one. Do you agree?
Yes, I
Yeah.
do.
So all these habits, drinking, smoking, Netflix, ये सब है ही नहीं मेरे लाइफ में. तो सोचो कितना मैं सेव कर रहा हूँ, पर वो दिखता नहीं है ना. हाउ मच आई कुड हैव स्पेंड, वो मैं कैसे दिखाऊं, बिकॉज आई हैव नॉट स्पेंड इट.
Right.
सो दैट हैज हेल्प मी अ लॉट. तो फिर आई थिंक फ्री देना कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है विदाउट सैक्रिफाइसिंग basic things of my life. And the best part is I think I'm a penniless millionaire. Even though my bank balance is must be the lowest during my career, I'm living a life of elite people of India.
Right.
Surprised to know this? People invite me, people like you, now we are doing online. People invite me from across the world. They book business coach flight tickets for me. They book a VVIP room in seven-star hotels for me. और क्या चाहिए? मतलब अगर मैं स्टॉक मार्केट का करियर कंटिन्यू करता तो शायद मैं खुद भी फर्स्ट क्लास का टिकट नहीं खरीदता ना, मैं इकोनॉमिक क्लास से ज्यादा. No, they send a limousine to escort me from the airports. Yeah, these Kindles, Alexas, and Apple watches and iPhones, they come to me as gifts. They come to me as gifts जिसके लिए लोग dream करते हैं. These things come to me as a byproduct. Yeah.
Right.
So money, luxury will come to you as a byproduct if you have a purpose-driven life.
Right. I really want to share this with the audience. He just has shared what is the difference between life and lifestyle. And also, there is nothing wrong in living the lifestyle, but as he has added a ton of value in the society, being a social entrepreneur, now that luxury comes as a byproduct, right? And right now, I would say you mentioned that you are a penniless millionaire right now, but the only thing that matters, what I really like is you are being invited because of the person that you have become, because of the value that you have created, because of the life that you are impacting in the society, right? And one thing that is something what makes me keep going, keep doing the thing that I'm doing is because when I'm connected to you, I feel personally to myself, right? The people who are watching, they are also able to relate it that having 40 lakh people in your vision is not an easy game, right? You are rich when you are super rich when you have 40 lakhs people along with you in your vision,
Yeah,
right? And that's the
100%.
goal. That's the goal, right? And that's what I really wanted to bring the story on my show through you so that people get inspired. So this was insane, just amazing. So by just wrapping it up, I really would like to ask you, is there any advice that you really would like to give to the people who are listening to us?
Yeah, yeah, of course, yes. Uh, of late, when I meet young startups, even like you, no, I really want to give them an advice because that's a common mistake I see in most of the startups, that they fail to differentiate between work and talking about work. They're two different things. Now, talking about work has become work. See, the more you lock yourself into the room, inside the room, and work on your craft, improving the craft, whatever it could be. It could be your podcast, my book summaries, a football key kick, or a song on guitar, or a PowerPoint presentation. The more you work hard sitting alone inside the room, the more world will make noise once you're out of the room. I'm using this analogy for being offline and online. The more you
Got
remain
it.
offline and work hard on your skills. Like I locked myself inside the bedroom, underlying those big ideas from Sudha Murthy's and Robin Sharma's when my friends were partying at late night clubs. Yeah. And once I stepped out of the room and put my work on social media, now the world is here to make a lot of noise. But होता क्या है वो ऑफलाइन का टाइम कम हो गया है एंड टॉकिंग अबाउट योर वर्क ऑन सोशल मीडिया इज कंज्यूमिंग 80% ऑफ द टाइम उल्टा होना चाहिए या रूट और फ्रूट दोनों का डिफरेंस कंफ्यूजन होने लगा यू शुड वर्क ऑन योर रूट्स fruits will take care of themselves automatically, yeah. So spend maximum time on your craft and then spend 20% of the time talking about your craft, then make use of social media. I'm everywhere on social media. I have thousands of videos on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatnot. Yeah. But then I make sure that not a single day goes without reading. Because if I stop that, Abhinandan is not going to invite me. Yeah.
Right.
Abhinandan saw those things that I already he's reading one book a day. वो कहीं ना कहीं मेरे videos में दिखा होगा indirectly, right? Because I can't prove you. You can't spend time with me here to check whether I'm reading one book a day or not, right? But वो कहीं ना कहीं मेरा character will be seen in my personality. Yeah. So we all have to work on our character, and then you don't have to work on your personality separately. A good personality is just a byproduct of your character. And what do I mean by character? What do you do when nobody is watching you inside your
Right.
room?
Right, right. Perfectly amazing. One point I understood over here that if you want to make something visible, work on invisible. Right. That's what you
Ah,
meant
wow.
about the fruits, right? So,
Perfect summary.
so that's amazing. Thank you so much for being an amazing guest sharing the insightful, valuable knowledge with the audience, with the young audience who is even watching there. And thank you so much to my audience as well for showering the love. And at this point of time, I really would like to say, if this video added value to you, just subscribe to the channel. If you are new to channel, just subscribe to it and like it, share it with your friends so that they get inspired and they don't fail to work and move ahead in their life.
Fantastic. I love your enthusiasm, Abhinandan. And if only one girl or a boy gets inspired after listening to us, I declare mission accomplished. Yeah. Thank you so much. Happy
Awesome.
reading
Thank you. Thank
and
you
bye
so much.
bye.